What is going on, everybody? It is your boy, Amon's Toxic Emily, I'm back at it with another video, and today we're doing yet another toxic tier list ranking. Oh yeah. But before we get into actual beginning of the video itself, guys, if you haven't seen the FNAF movie, there's a minor spoiler warning for some of the cameos and stuff, but I won't go too in depth with spoiler details.
Yes,
so
I will.
yeah, so if you don't want to hear any spoilers, probably click off this video right now and maybe watch my Five Nights at Freddy's spoiler-free review of the movie. Also, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe if you're new because number one, it's absolutely free. Number two, we're on the road to 400 subscribers, just 27 away now. We're really help out your boy if you did subscribe, but also goes for people that have been watching my channel for a while and haven't subscribed yet. If you missed my previous toxic tier list rankings, they are on a playlist on my YouTube channel if you'd like to check that one out. And also, don't forget to like the video because it'll let me know that you do like my toxic tier list rankings, and it will help with the YouTube algorithm and recommend the video more. But with that being said, hang on, just taking a drink of water because I'm going to be talking a lot, so... And also, I will be going through the categories as well. So, these are always the usual categories. We have best of the best, which means they're, the best characters of the movie. And they are Hall of Fame spot in that movie, if that makes sense. Then great means they're great, but they're not quite best of the best for me. Toxic goodness means, B+ character. They're good, even though they have some goofy and silly moments, but they're funny still, so they go there. Then we have okay, which is a mixed bag on the character. Meh means meh character. They didn't really do much in the movie. And then toxic trash means dumpster fire, the worst character in the whole entire movie. So with that being said, let's see who we get first. And we have the chick in the security tape telling Mike what to do. She's the video package is funny, but she's either meh or okay. She's a meh character. She's very meh. It's just, she's in the videotape telling Mike what to do. She doesn't have a significant role, and yeah. And this is a tier list ranking of all the characters from the movies. Did I say that? Yeah. I don't know if I did, but all the characters in the movie. Then we got Chica. I'm just saying this, probably all the FNAF all the animatronic characters are gonna probably go in the same category, so I'll put toxic goodness. It's just because some of the moments that the animatronics have throughout the movie are kind of goofy, and I'm not too fond of that, but when they're serious, I think they would go in the great tier, but it's just, there's some moments in there where they're too goofy, but it's still really funny when you see all the kills happen and stuff, so that Chica goes into toxic goodness. Then we got, I don't know if you could call this really a character, because he only pops up quite a few times in the movie, and this is not really a character, it's a toy of him. And that is Balloon Boy. Balloon Boy goes into toxic goodness, because when he does pop up, it is kind of funny. Because, not giving away too much, but there's a scene that happens with someone that's funny anyways, there's a scene in there that's really funny when he pops up, and then he pops up another time, which is fun to see, a little Easter egg in there, but yeah, he goes into probably the back of toxic goodness. Then we got Bonnie, same sort of story with Chica. They had some pretty goofy moments. So, I would say Bonnie has more goofy moments than Chica. So, is just, yeah, but he's still a funny character, and when the goofy moments do happen, it is still funny, even though I don't like it being goofy. And he is pretty serious when he's killing people and stuff. So he goes into toxic goodness. Foxy is next. Foxy, honestly, I don't know, because I think that Foxy's the only exception to all the animatronics, because I feel as if it wasn't as goofy as the other three were. So I think I'm gonna put Foxy in the great category, because he does get most. Is Foxy a he or a she? Let me know down in the comments, because I don't know. But it does have a lot of jump scares in there by it, which was pretty cool. And also I enjoyed how it built up to the kills. That's pretty much all I'll give away. So yeah. Then we got Mike, played by Josh Hutcherson, and Mike goes to best of the best category. He almost went in the great tier, because there is a little side story that kind of divides his relationship with his sister that kind of makes him unlikable, but then he fixes himself at the end. So yeah, he's still the best of the best character. Josh Hutcherson does a pretty good job playing him, and I hope we see more of him in the next person, which we'll talk about. And he is just a likable character, and you feel bad for him. So yeah, and as for the other person I was talking about, we got Abby, played by Piper Rubio. I believe that's her name. She, I think, is the best character in the whole entire movie. She's just so likable and charming, and you want her to make it out alive. She's just a very likable character, and you want her to stay with Mike forever. And I hope they bring her back in a future sequel as well. So those two characters are in the best of the best category. Next up, we have Freddy. And Freddy, I think I'll put in the great tier, because the same sort of thing with Foxy. I'll probably put him above Foxy, because they're not as goofy as Chica and Bonnie are, I feel, in my opinion, and they do have more of the serious moments, but not by a whole lot. But yeah, Freddy, I think that is fitting. You guys are probably going like, put him in best of the best. I feel that's a fitting category, because he is the main character of the franchise. So, it's great is better than nothing, okay? And this is my list, so don't judge me, okay? You leave your list down in the comments. Then we got I don't even know what to name it. Do I just call it the cupcake? Chica's cupcake? Yeah. Yeah, it's a toxic goodness character, because it's so... Probably it's even more goofy than Bonnie and Chica. It's really, really goofy how it kills people. We all saw it in the trailers where he jumps on the guy's face and nibbles at it or whatever. It's a very toxic goodness character. It's stupid, but it's really, really funny sometimes. So, yeah. Then we got... Honestly, this is a spoiler video. I'm not even gonna hide it anymore, really. Well, I'll keep some aspects of the other characters maybe secret. I don't know. But we have Golden Freddy, which is interesting, because I thought this was just regular Freddy until I watched some spoiler reviews of... some ending explained videos where that's Golden Freddy, and he's a part of it too. He's an okay character. He only pops up near the end of the movie, so he's not really as much of a big deal as the other animatronics, but he does kind of... Why I would put him in okay is because he furthers the dream sequence of Mike that I'm not too fond of, so I'm gonna put him in the okay category. I totally forgot what her name was. Wasn't it Max? I think it is Max. She's a meh character. She doesn't really do much. She's just there to be Abby's babysitter. Then she eventually is there to bite the dust in the trailers, as we saw. She does have a pretty gnarly death, even though it's just a shadow. It's pretty gnarly death to see her die that way. The bite of 87, as people call it. Yeah, she's just a meh character. You don't really care about her much, so yeah. Then we got the man himself, Golden not Springtrap yet, I should say. We have William Afton, aka Matthew Lillard himself, or aka Steve Raglan. I'm gonna put him in great. I know that's a hot take, but we don't really get much of him, because he only pops up at the beginning, then he pops up at the end. That's pretty much it of all we see of him. He's the best on the great category, but I wish we got more of him. And when it talked about his lore, I was getting goosebumps in that opening video game package thing as well. I got goosebumps, and also when he came out of the darkness in his little crouching walk position towards Mike, that was pretty creepy. They did a good job with that, but besides from that, I wish there was more of him and they explored the backstory more, and he would definitely probably be above Mike, but he just doesn't pop up that much. But he's still a great character. You hear that? Great. Okay, next we have, I honestly don't know what his name is, so I'm just gonna put him in the meh category. Just another person to bite the... Honestly, wait, should I put him top? Because he has an off-screen death, and when he eventually pops up again as a dead body, it's not that impressive. So he's toxic trash. I don't even know what his name is, so he goes there. Then we got Matt Pat. That's what the YouTuber's name is. I watched, he was interesting because when I was in the theaters and he popped up, I was going like, that voice sounds familiar, and I was going, oh, that's a YouTuber, right? And I didn't know what his name was. I only watched, like, a short of his, or one of his videos, and I'm not, like, a real big fan of his, but when I saw him, I was going like, oh, crap, that's a YouTuber, ain't it? So, Matt Pat was a pretty good cameo, even though I'm not a real big fan of him, so I'll put him in the toxic goodness category, because I'm not as big of a fan as him as another cameo, which we'll eventually talk about. And I'll probably put him... wait, I got rearranged this. I think I'll put Bonnie below the cupcake, and then I'll put Matt Pat right below the cupcake as well. And then Chica... Yeah, I'll put the cupcake at the top of toxic goodness, because that is category. And the other cameo I was talking about, Corey X Kenshin, and I'm biased because I've been watching Corey for about 3 years now. I've been watching him since early 2021 when he was playing Little Nightmares 2, and he had... this is tough, because the first time he pops up, it's a fun little cameo. And then the second time he popped up, he had me dying. And me and Ace dying in the theaters because it was really funny. I'll put him at the great tier because I feel as if I put him above William Afton, that'd be kind of a disservice to William Afton. But it is really funny because it was cool to see him in that role. I bet he got paid a lot to be in it, and, well, I hope he did. And, yeah, the Balloon Boy jump scare at the end was pretty hilarious. So, Corey X Kenshin goes into the great tier. Next up, we have Garrett, Mike's little brother, and, meh character. It's just to divide Mike and make him sort of make the animatronics chase after Abby and try to add her to the FNAF animatronics, and he doesn't even pop much. It's just to give a small... I don't necessarily call it an arc, but like a little tiny arc for Mike. But that's pretty much it. It's just it's meh. Probably his parents would be worse, but I think they're gonna bring him back for the sequels because at the end they had someone saying, I didn't catch this at first, going, come find me, and people are theorizing that's probably Garrett as the puppet or whatever. So instead of Abby Afton. So yeah, that's interesting. Another dude that's just there to get killed off. Toxic Trash. He's not even that big part of a movie. What's this guy's name? Doug? Is that what his name is? Doug? He's a funny character. Toxic goodness. He had I didn't laugh as much as Ace did. Like, whenever he was just Megan wasn't talking or whatever, it was funny because I just kept on seeing Ace laugh beside me. So he's a very toxic goodness character. He's very funny. So yeah, the aunt of Abby. She is. Oh wait, whoops! What just happened? What the heck? Bring me back. I don't know what just happened. My bad. She's a very, she's in one of these three categories because she does a good job of making you hate her, but she does, yeah, I'll put it in okay because it does its job where you don't care about her and you hate her, and you want her to die. So I would put her in okay because you do definitely want her to die. So she's doing what she's doing. Vanessa. This is going to be a hot take. I thought it was very weird how they did with her characters. I thought it was interesting how they were bringing a new character from a newer game into the movies that are older, if that makes sense. And how they use her, I feel I'm mixed about how her acting is. I think she's doing what she's supposed to do, but how she's written is weird, and also there's a twist with her character that I'm mixed about. Like, I think it's a cool twist for fans of the games that didn't know that, but it's just the way they handled her character was weird. And maybe eventually later in the other FNAF sequels when she becomes Vanny, then it probably could put her higher, but yeah. And then last, we got the dude that is getting his face nibbled by the cupcake. I think he's definitely above these two, because these two deaths weren't as funny. So I'll put him in. I'll put him at the top of meh. It's a fun little death that's very B-movie, but he didn't really do much as a character. So yeah, with that being said, guys, that is my toxic tier list ranking of all the Five Nights at Freddy's 2023 movie characters. But before we get to the actual ending of the video itself, guys, if you want to, be sure to comment your lists down below of how you would rank things. Would you change things? Would you not change things? Let me know all that down in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel as well, because number one, it's absolutely free. Number two, we're on the road to 400 subscribers. Just 27 away now. Really help out you boys if you did subscribe. It also goes for people that have watched my channel for all haven't subscribed yet. Don't forget to like the video if you do like my toxic tier list rankings, because they'll help with the YouTube algorithm and recommend the video more. If you missed my previous toxic tier list rankings, they are on a playlist on my YouTube channel if you'd like to check that one out. Also, don't forget to ring the bell for all notifications and notifications we'll upload, because we do multiple uploads on here on the channel every single day. Also, do share the video, because also, man, I want to have some more people join that toxic thing. And as I said before, do feel free to comment your list down below in the comment section. But with that being said, guys, I'll see y'all next one, everybody. Peace. Literally.